and then the next developing issue in the state, you know, the feds provide a big slug of money for the Charlotte Hall, the Veterans Home. Their position is clear. They're not going to build another one until that one is filled. And it's been a long time getting it filled, but now suddenly it's up to about 90%. So that the next issue will be where will the people in Western Maryland seem to have the best claim, but there's a strong feeling to have it in the Baltimore area. The problem with Charlotte Hall is it's fairly remote. It's you know, it's 60 miles from here, and you can imagine what it's like from the eastern shore of Baltimore. So that'll be a developing issue, funding that.
That's one thing we have to start thinking about, it because they said that once Charlotte Hall gets 90%, they got to start looking for another. Well, we're at like 89 or 90% right now, because they had to take part of the wing and make. They brought an optometrist in. They had other medical facilities, and so they took some of the to better serve the veterans down there. And in fact, the DAV, we're having our the Department Executive Committee meeting down there on the 10th of April, and they're going to provide lunch for us, and we'll be able to go down. And going down in the spring is really great, because whenever you drive up to the front, it's looked like you're driving up to a Hilton or a Comfort Inn or Holiday Inn. It's just absolutely gorgeous down there, the way they kept. And they're on their 25th anniversary right now.
Well, I think that one would hope, or at least I would strive for, to make sure that any time a veteran is pulling up to a place where they're going to be cared for, that it is like the Hilton,
yes, or
a 4-star, 5-star provision of services for the great gift that they gave to the country with respect to service.
Well, the other point too is the Prince George's County Commission for Veterans, of which all three of us attend the commission meetings. That just recently was started about a year or so ago. And it's just finding its way too. And our focus once again is on veterans. And it's like anything else. It's marketing, it's advertising, it's getting the word out. And the more emphasis we can on getting the word out about veterans and veterans' needs, the better we're all going to be. And we can't emphasize enough, you know, the needs for veterans. And also, it's a two-way street, because we need to get veterans involved too. They can't just be sitting at home waiting for something to happen. We're trying to get them involved too.
And most of the time, you know, I think you find in any constituency, people want to do something or they want to be active. It's a matter of how you can instill the information on how to be active. And I think your show here in of itself serves such a great purpose in reminding people there is a session, it's 90 days, important legislation is happening, and you've got to make sure your legislators are sensitive and responsible.
Since we're talking about veterans and their families and such, the VFW and the American Legion, but one more attuned to the VFW, has two great programs called the Patriot Pen for middle school and the Voice of Democracy for high school. And we really like your support on, well, since you're on Bowie City Council, to help us here in Bowie, to get the word out to these principals that we need them kids to participate in these programs.
I think, you know, I serve as liaison to the Education Committee with the city, and so I'll take that information. And, you know, we all serve under a mayor who would tolerate nothing less than 100% commitment on all of us as council members to the veterans. And so we will help publicize that, and I will talk to the Education Committee. It's, you know, it's a difficulty. They ran out some stuff even for Martin Luther King and some other contests, and we always feel disappointed.
Right.
And what you want is you want the kids at that level. When they learn it then, it really stays with them. Some of us can't remember what we ate for breakfast, but when you learn it at that stage, the importance of the veteran and what veteran means.
Right. Now, the Crofton Middle School, we've had a real spark plug teacher up there. We had 138 entries from the Crofton Middle School for Patriot Pen. And we had the most VODs this year than ever, didn't we?
Yeah, everybody participated this time. But we have upwards, for now, 6th, 7th, and 8th is Patriot Pen. And that seems to get the most participation. And we had upwards of over 200 participants within our district. And it seems the younger kids are more inclined to participate in this than some of the older folks.
If the council hits the Bowie, and we had a lady come to the commission meeting who was on the school board, and we brought this up, and she said, in September, send her a letter, and she will make sure that all of the schools get the word about these two programs. Because if they get to the national level, they're talking about big bucks.
Well, and then I think that, you know, we're going to help spread the word, and I think that capturing the kids at that age and having them participate in something on their own. You know, it's not homework, the school's encouraging it. It really means something to them, so anything we can do. And
At the Bowie High, almost every member of that Navy ROTC unit should be writing a VOD essay, because that's going to be their life. And we just have to get the word out to the principals to really participate in these programs. So we'll give them all the assistance we can. I mean, you know, all the information, and we just need support.
And we are so blessed in this community with so many families that once the information gets home, there's parents that I think will encourage their kids to do that. We have a very special community, and I think that you see too, from a veteran's perspective, I don't imagine that this community in itself has been anything but 100% supportive. We live so close to many of the bases, we hold so many retirees and active, and we're bracing ourselves and getting ready and preparing hopefully what BRAC will bring.
Right.
There's been some talk about whether it really influenced Bowie or not, but I think it will, because I think people will find us and love us and live here.
Right.
Well, I want to thank Geraldine for coming tonight, and thank you for watching Veterans Forum. We hope you enjoyed the program and learned information important for you. Now, we ask you to get involved in Bowie Veterans organizations by actively participating in one or more of Bowie Veterans organizations. And as the clip will continue to scroll, you'll see the phone numbers of the local organizations. Please call, find out what's going on, and participate with your fellow comrades. Thanks again for watching Veterans Forum.